Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good now afternoon here on this Saturday from the capital city of Bismarck. Brady Siebels with you once again here on yourliveevent.com. The final day of the 2025 North Dakota State Volleyball Tournament, as we have the 5th place match in Division A. It's a battle of the Thompson Tommies and the Dickinson Trinity Titans. A battle of the 5 and 6 seeds taking on each other for the 5th place match here. So they can join us here. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll take a look at the breakdown, get you some numbers, talk with both head coaches, and more as we get you ready for first serve about 20 minutes from now here on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Brady Siebels with you here from the exhibit hall in Bismarck at the Bismarck Event Center. Thanks for joining us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show online at irieins.com. Let's get you the breakdown of the bracket so far. We'll recap Friday, also talk about our schedule for today and the matches that have already happened, the matches that are taking place, and the matches that will be taking place here from Bismarck. We'll start in the Division A bracket. Your semifinals yesterday, Mayport CG defeated Central Cass in straight sets. Valley City defeated South Prairie Max in 4 sets. In your consolation round, that's where these two teams were competing. Trinity able to get by Delax Burlington 3-1. Thompson got past Hazen 3-0. Recapping yesterday in Division B, Medina Pingree Buchanan advances to their first state championship match. They defeated our Redeemers in straight sets. Langdon Area Munich, the number 1 overall seed, survived again, going 5 sets. They have played 10 sets. They've played the maximum in their first 2 games here at the state tournament, but they get by Edgeley Call Montpelier in 5. Consolation round in Division B yesterday. Linton HMB defeated Surrey in 4. Flasher defeated Central McLean in straight sets. In AA volleyball, West Fargo Cheyenne defeated Century in 4 sets. Davies sweeps West Fargo High in 3. Consolation round, Minot defeated Horace in 5 sets. Bismarck High defeated Jamestown in 4. Which brings us to our matches already so far happening today and going on today in Division A. One final, Hazen defeats Delax Burlington 3-1 to take 5th place. 3rd place game going on right now, Central Cass and South Prairie Max. Chase Miller with the call. They are in set number 5 as I turn around and look at the big screen behind me. They're in set number 5. Central Cass has a 13-11 lead with set. This is the 5th place match, Trinity and Thompson. And scheduled for a 5:30 start, the championship game in Division A is Mayport CG and Valley City. Myself, Brady Siebels, will have the call for you from the main arena. In Division B, placing matches, 7th place is Surrey Central McLean. That match should just get going here in just a few moments. Central Cass does in fact defeat South Prairie Max, so the Squirrels in 5, they are your 3rd place finisher in Division A. So Surrey Central McLean over at Bismarck High in the 7th place match. The other 2 Division B placing matches have already been concluded. Linton HMB defeats Flasher in 5. Edgeley Call Montpelier defeats our Redeemers in 5. In AA volleyball, the 7th place match went to Jamestown. They defeated Horace in 4 sets. Bismarck defeats Minot in 4 for 5th place. Century and West Fargo will play for 3rd about 30 minutes from now, as they will be on the main court with the conclusion now of the Central Cass South Prairie Max game. So that's a look at your bracket here from Bismarck and the Bismarck Event Center for today, using 3 different gyms in 2 different locations. All 7th place matches, the 3 7th place matches, are over at Bismarck High. All 5th place matches are here at Exhibit Hall in Bismarck, connected to the Bismarck Event Center by way of the hallway, walkway. Exhibit Hall D, Exhibits Hall A through C. There's a craft show going on right now, so hey, if you got some projects, if you got some stuff you want to work on, maybe some knickknacks, all that fun stuff, check on out the craft show going on, and then stay for some volleyball. And then all 3rd place matches and championships will be at the main arena. Placing matches were scheduled for 8, 10, and noon. A little bit behind just because, well, it's volleyball, and we've had some really good 4 and 5 set matches so far here from the state tournament in Bismarck. That's a look at your bracket and the scene here. We'll take another break. We'll come back. We'll get you our coaches' comments. We'll talk with Coach Lisa Strand for the Thompson Tommies, but when we return, Coach Brianna Sisson for Trinity. That's coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze up. Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need: top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
YourLiveEvent.com, our Ira Insurance pregame show. Brianna Sisson for Dickinson Trinity. And Coach, a tough game on Thursday against Central Cass, but came back yesterday, got the win against DLB. What did you see from your girls yesterday morning?
It was nice to be able to rebound after a hard loss on the first night of the state tournament, but our girls came out very chipper. They were excited to just go out and play another game. They knew they only had 2 games left together as this team, and so I think the rebound was really nice. They kept their chins high, but we kind of came out on fire. We decided we were just going to try and take control of that match yesterday, and it was really nice just to see the great all-team effort from them.
How nice is it, the fact that, they still came out right this? Obviously, like you said, there's only 2 more games. Now there's only 1 more game. The fact they're still, competing, playing hard at this tournament.
We talked about just pouring all your energy into this team and into this tournament. So when things start to take a dip, when we kind of go through the highs and lows of the game, you just really have to pour all your energy back into your team. And hopefully that kind of brings our spirits up. And I saw a lot of that yesterday. And as we go into this game today against Thompson, I'm hoping that we can do the same. It is the last day of the state tournament, so you kind of want to go out on a high note, and hopefully we can just kind of play as one.
Yeah, talk about the Tommies, kind of what you know about them. I know a number of hitters that they have that you have to try to defend.
They have quite a few hitters that we've kind of had our eye on the past couple days, but one big thing that sticks out against them is that they have a really big block. They have a tall roster that we know we're going to have to try and get around, but our main point for today is earn our points, find the court, and hopefully we can just play aggressive from there.
Grand Assistant Head Coach for Trinity. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of the Fargo-Moorhead area and surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita Dietz.
YourLiveEvent.com, our Ira Insurance pregame show continues. Coach Lisa Strand for Thompson. And Coach, yesterday going up against Hazen, able to get a win in this state tournament, straight set victory. What did you see out of your girls yesterday afternoon?
I thought they came back strong, and we could have folded after losing to Valley City. They didn't. They came back. They wanted to win, and they took advantage of all the things that they could and hit the ball well, and everything was, like they were back on track. It was the Thompson girls again.
Yeah, how proud are you of the fact, like you mentioned, the fact that, they still kept with it, right? This is the state tournament, and able to pick up a win, get some positive things out of this.
Yeah, they put the ball in play where we needed to. They worked hard. There's no easy teams here, so you had to bring it, and they did, and it was nice to see them be resilient again and having fun on the floor. Hopefully most of the teams here are having a great time and experiencing the whole state experience in the way that we should.
Yeah, absolutely. How important is that, the fact, that they have fun, right? There's only 24 teams playing here this day in the state of North Carolina. I know a lot of ones would happily trade your spot.
I definitely think that's true. And, so we have to appreciate every moment that we have and appreciate our time together, as a team. And the memories they're making now and the time that they spend here is just going to be something that they'll just keep forever and take with them and maybe pass on to others the thrill of being at the state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Now still one more game to play left this season. Going to be instead Dickinson Trinity. Talk about what you know about the Titans.
They are definitely a team with a lot of weapons, and they play good defense. They serve well. Again, and every team here deserves to win, and so every team here has to fight to make it happen. And so we're going to have to put up a block against their good hitters. They've got hitters on the right pin and the outside as well. And so we're just going to have to be there. Their setter is top notch. She gets the ball everywhere that they need it to be. And so, our job is not done yet. So we're going to work hard and do the best we can.
Lisa Strand, head coach for the Tommies. Coach, thanks so much for your time today, this week, and then throughout the season. It's been our privilege covering you throughout the season.
Oh, it's been great having your live event. We appreciate everything you do, and we thank all of our fans, all the sponsors that have been around, and especially our parents and our community. They've done so much for the team, and so thank you to your live event and everyone who sponsors.
Stick around, more to come on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. Safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, our Insurance pregame show. Warm-ups still continuing on here, just a few moments away from our first serve. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for both teams here in this fifth place. As we'll take a look at the stats leaders for the state tournament for both of these teams. Abby Olson and Chloe Hubner both have 12 kills for the Thompson Tommies. Vivian Myshak has 6 kills and 9 for Andy Schwab, as well as 7 for Jenna Schwabe. Diggs-wise, Abby Olson has 12, Kaylee Kurz has 27, Andy Schwab has 33, and Kaya Hurst with 44 digs so far here in this state tournament. 2 games down with 2 more to go. For Dickinson Trinity, Finley Kuntz has 15 kills, 13 for Elizabeth Schneider, 8 for Jordan Tessier and Celia Christensen. 65 assists for Annabelle Sheeler, 19 digs for Kate Glauser, and 14 digs for Maddie Bren. Something to watch out here aces-wise, the serve-receive game, as Maddie Wagleitner has 4 aces, also leads the team in kills with 27 and has 23 digs. And a couple players with 3 aces, Maddie Bren and Maya Mary, both have 3 aces as well. Something to keep on here, how the serve and serve-receive game will play out between both of these teams. Again, so glad you could join us here today on yourliveevent.com as the fall sports season concludes here in the state of North Dakota. Winter sports right around the corner. Winter sports in Minnesota have started. Hockey coverage. Girls basketball started yesterday in the great state of North Dakota. We start next week. We'll have wrestling for you next Tuesday. We've also got girls basketball. We've got boys basketball. We'll have hockey on both sides of the river in North Dakota and Minnesota. Log it in right here to yourliveevent.com for all of the coverage for your favorite teams. As well, of course, for Tommy fans, we've got our Thompson Tommy chatter during the week. We also have the Carrington Cardinal Community chatter as well. Of course, Wednesday is the yourliveevent.com coaches show. So like us on X, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, visit our website as well so you can know everything going on right here on yourliveevent.com. Broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Take a break, come back with our starting lineups. That's next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Time now for our starting lineup. That's brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, grower-owned quality products, career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. We'll start with the Trinity Titans. Their starting lineup, senior, the libero number 2, Katie Glauser. A senior setter number 3, Annabelle Sheeler. Senior outside hitter number 6, Maddie Wegleitner. A senior defensive specialist number 7, Maya Mary. Junior middle hitter number 9, Jordan Tessier. Sophomore middle hitter number 10, Celia Christensen. Freshman outside hitter number 11, Finley Kuntz. And senior right side number 14, Elizabeth Schneider. The Titans are coached by Brianna Sisson. Your head coach your starting lineup for the Thompson Tommies, led by head coach Lisa Strand. Senior, the libero number 1, Kaya Hurst. Junior outside hitter number 2, Andy Schwab. Junior middle hitter number 3, Jenna Schwabe. Senior setter number 4, Addie Sage. Senior right side number 6, Chloe Hubner. Senior middle hitter number 9, Danica Gross. And senior outside hitter number 14, Abby Olson. It's your starting lineup for the Thompson Tommies. Dickinson Trinity wearing the red uniforms with a white numeral. The libero Kate Glauser with the white uniform with red numerals. Thompson going with the black uniforms with white numerals outlined in green, with the black sleeves into the white stripe and then the green forearms. And that's our starting lineup from American Crystal Sugar Company, online crystalsugar.com. So glad you could join us here for day number 3. 5 games for us here on YourLiveEvent.com. 2 in the books, 1 in progress, 2 more coming up. We had both third place games for A and B. The 5th place game here for B. Well, coming up, we'll have the championship game for Class B, scheduled for 2:30. Medina Pingree Buchanan and Langdon Area Munich. And the championship game at 5:30 for Mayport CG and Valley City. Kaya Hurst with the serve across. It's set over to Kuntz for the kill. So Finley Kuntz gets her 16th kill of the state tournament. As Elizabeth Schneider checking in. Annabelle Sheeler with the serve across, received by Hurst. Set by Sage, swung across by Hubner. It's dug up by Trinity. Set goes over to Schneider, but dug up by Thompson. Sage with the set and the tip, dug up, saved by Trinity, and then a free ball sent over by Sheeler. Back to the Tommies, set by Sage. Hubner will push it across for the point. Tied up at 1. Kaylee Kurz checking in. She will serve for Thompson. Serve goes across, played by the Barrow Glauser. Set by Sheeler, hit across, blocked at the net on the swing by Kuntz. Stays at the net, falls to the floor. Point Tommies. Schwab Gross there on the block for Thompson. It's 2-1. Kurz with the serve across once again. Set by Sheeler, swing through the block for the point. Celia Christensen with the kill. We're tied at 2. Maddie Bren will check in. She will serve. 3 aces, 14 digs for her on the tournament. Serve goes across, played by Kurz. Sage got too close to net, sent back by Schneider, back to the Tommy, set by Sage. Schwab with the swing. That's dug up by Glauser. Tipped by Wegleitner, and then free ball sent over back to the Tommies. Hurst with the dig, set by Sage. Through the block attempt, Danica Gross, but it's dug up by Trinity. Set goes to Maddie Wegleitner, but out of bounds. Vivian Myshak checking in for the Tommy. 6 kills for her on the tournament. As Chloe Hubner with the serve across. Set by Sheeler, hit across by Schneider. Dug up Myshak, bumped ahead by Hubner, and then hit over by Gross. Back to Trinity. Swing, Wegleitner out of bounds. 4-2 Tommies. Hubner to serve again. Serve sent across, dug up by Wegleitner. Set got too close, and Andy Schwab was waiting for it and sent it down two-handed for the point. 5-2. Hubner to turn again, to serve again. Serve across, played by Glauser, set by Sheeler. Swing by Wegleitner, blocked at the net, stays with Trinity, trying to keep it over. Wegleitner, a free ball over. Hurst, set by Hubner, tipped across by Schwab, and it leads to a point. 6-2. Hubner to serve again. 3 straight service points. Serve, good one, diving dig. Glauser able to keep it around. Sheeler hit across by Schneider, and the point. 3-6, Trinity trails. 5, Stella Stevens checking in for Thompson. Kate Glauser with the serve. Sends it across. Schwab, Hurst, back to Schwab, blocked at the net. Played there by Myshak, set by Kurz, hit across by Gross, dug up by Trinity, set by Bren, and the swing is out of bounds. Point. Thompson. 7-3. Jenna Schwabe back in. As the libero, Kaya Hurst will check out. Danica Gross with the serve across. Played there by Glauser. Set by Sheeler. Hit across by Schneider over. Dug up by the Tommies. Kurz set by Stevens. Hit across by Schwab. Out of bounds. 4-7. Kurz back in. Excuse me, Hurst back in as Gross will check out. 7, Maya Mary to serve for Trinity. Into the net, service error, 8-4. Tommy's doubling up the Titans. Abby Olson back in. Andy Schwab will serve. Serve across to Glauser, set by Sheeler, hit over by Tessier, dug up. Stevens, set goes to Olson, blocked at the net, still at the net, tipped around, still there. Olson with the swing and get a replay. Inadvertent whistle. Inadvertent whistle from an official, so we're going to replay the point. So Schwabe back to serve. Mary set by Sheeler, hit over by Wegleitner, dug up there by Schwab, and then free ball sent over by Olsen. Sheeler with the set for Trinity at the net, tipped across by Tessier, dug up by the Tommies. Olsen, dug up by Glauser, set by Sheeler. Wegleitner, tipped at the net, still loose. Schwabe, and then hit over by Olsen, dug up by Glauser at the net. Battle for it. Olsen wins that battle and gets the point. Abby Olsen for the Tommies. Talked with Coach Sisson, mentioned the height advantage that the Tommies have playing into effect there. Schwab with the serve across. Glauser will play it. Set by Sheeler. Hit over by Wegleitner. Tipped at the net. Dug up by Hurst. Set by Stevens. Olsen for the kill. 10-4. As Andy Schwab to serve it back again. 6-point Tommy lead, serve over, and could not get a return. A good floater serve. Glauser was trying to save it. She got the first touch, second touch by Tessier, but no third touch. It's 11-4. And Schwab with the serve across again. Set by Glauser, hit across by Wegleitner. It's dug up. Hurst with the set. Olsen with the swing. Dug up Glauser, set by Sheeler, and through the block, Maddie Wegleitner with the kill. 5-11 side out for Trinity. As Wegleitner with the serve. Dig there by Hurst, set by Stevens, and hit out of bounds. But we'll get a net violation. Net violation on Tessier. Point to the Tommies. Addie Sage will serve as Hubner back in for the Tommies. Sage the serve across, played by Wegleitner, Sheeler, and then hit across through the block for the point. Finley Kuntz. 6-12. As Macy Wegleitner in. And she delivers an ace for Macy Wegleitner. 7-12. Macy Wegleitner with the serve across again. Hurst set goes to Olsen. Macy Wegleitner with the dig. Set over to Kuntz. That's dug up by Hurst. Sage, and then hit over by Hubner. Back to Trinity, set by Sheeler at the net, and able to get it across was Macy Wegleitner from the back row. Tipped over, but out of bounds. Point to Dickinson Trinity. 8-12. Wegleitner with the serve. Hubner got the dig, set over, and out of bounds on the swing by Jenna Schwabe. 9-12, 4 straight points for Trinity. Macy Wegleitner with the serve across again. Hurst set by Sage, swung on. Olsen out of bounds. 10-12. 5 straight Trinity points. Macy Wegleitner with the serve across it again. Dig from Hubner goes right back to Trinity. Set by Sheeler, swung on by Christensen, and we'll get a net call on the block attempt. 11-12. Trinity within 1. Macy Wegleitner 5 service points in this rotation. Serve across, Hurst set by Sage over to Olsen with the tip for the point. Olsen gets the side out, 13-11, the Tommies lead. As Hurst with the serve across, set by Sheeler, tip across by Christensen, dug up by the Tommies, over to Olsen, roll shot for the kill. 14-11. Kaya Hurst back to serve. Serve across. Dig goes right back to the Tommies. And hit over by Olsen for the point. 15-11. Kai Hurst back to serve once again. 4-point Tommy lead. Serve goes across. Dug up, set by Sheeler. Hit over by Kuntz. Blocked at the net on the Trinity side. Sheeler. Second touch, Mary, and then pushed across by Kuntz for the point. 12-15 side out here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in Minnesota and North Dakota. Online, dhb.bank. Tommy's with it. Hubner with the swing and the kill. 16-12. Kaylee Kurz with the serve as need a volleyball. There we go. So Kurz will serve it into the net. Service error, point Trinity. 13-16. Maddie Bren checking in. She'll serve for Trinity. Serve across. Kurz set by Hubner and then tipped over. Dug up by Trinity and pushed back by Schneider. Kurz plays it. Set by Sage. Swung on by Hubner and off a block but out of bounds. Point Tommies. Hubner killed two. 17-13. Hubner to serve. Goes across. Macy Wegleitner set and Maddie Wegleitner with the hit across, but it's dug up and Myshak for the kill. Vivian Myshak, kill 7 for her this tournament. 18-13. Hubner to serve again. 4 service points for her, and that one hit the top of the tape, floated for a second, and then fell back down on the Tommy side for the service error. Side out Trinity, 14-18. Jordan Tessier back in for Trinity. Kate Glauser will serve. Let serve. Dug up. Set by Stella Stevens, who checked in. Myshak out of bounds. Point to Trinity, 15-18. Glauser with the serve across once again. Sends it over. Played there by Hurst. Set by Stevens. Tip across by Schwab. Andy Schwab for the point. 19-15. Back in is Jenna Schwabe for the Tommies. As Danica Gross to serve for Thompson. Serve across, played there by Maddie Wegleitner. Set and hit across by Schneider. Schwab able to save it, and Myshak tried to send it over. Hits the net. Point Trinity, 16-19. Maya Mary in for Trinity. She'll serve. Serve is long. Service error, point Thompson, 20-16. Kurz out, 14. Abby Olson back in. Serve is an ace serve. 21-16 as Andy Schwab gets service point for ace number 1, and that will force Coach Sisson to take her first timeout, a timeout from Bank North, online at banknorth.bank. Set number 1, the Tommies by 5 on yourliveevent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Out of the Bank North timeout, online at banknorth.bank. It's a 5-point Tommy lead, looking to take this first set. Winner is the 5th place finisher in the state. Loser is the 6th place finisher. As it looks like the 3rd place game in AA just getting started. West Fargo scores the opening point against Bismarck Century in the 3rd place game for Division AA. As Andy Schwab back to serve once again for the Tommies. Serve is sent across, set by Sheeler, hit across by Tessier for the kill. Jordan Tessier, kill number 9 for her in the tournament. Finley Kuntz back in. 17-21. As Maddie Wegleitner will serve. Serve across. Hurst plays it. Set by Stevens. Hit across by Schwab. Dug up by Trinity. Set by Sheeler. And the kill. Kuntz on the point. 18-21. Maddie Wegleitner to serve across once again. Serve sent over, played there by Hurst, set by Schwab, hit across by Myshak, dug up by Mary, battle at the net, hit over by Sheeler, back to the Tommies, set to Myshak, dug up by Maddie Wegleitner, Sheeler over on 2, dug up by the Tommies, set by Myshak, and the swing off the tape by Abby Olson. Point Trinity, they trail by 2 at 19-21. As Maddie Wegleitner to serve it across again, played by Schwabe. That one hit the ceiling. Schwabe trying to save it and out of bounds. Olsen had the second touch. That hit one of the ceiling beams, came straight down. And so point to Trinity. They're within 1. 20-21 as Coach Strand and the Tommies will take their first Bank North timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com. Set 1.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Out of the Bank North timeout, Trinity within 1. They trail 20-21. Maddie Wegleitner back at the service line once again for the Titans. Serve sent across, and it's an ace serve. Twenty-one, 21. Serve across, dug up, bumped by Stevens, hit over by Olsen, dug up Maddie Wegleitner, set Sheeler, hit over by Kuntz, dug up by the Tommies, set by Hurst, over to Olsen off the top of the tape, and Trinity has a 1-point lead. 22-21, 6 straight Titan points. Maddie Wegleitner to serve it across once again. Hurst set by Stevens. Olsen pushes it across. Dug up by Mary. Set by Sheeler. Over to Kuntz. Dug up by Schwab. Set by Stevens. Schwabe with the tip. Dug up Maddie Wegleitner. Set by Sheeler. Down the line. Kuntz, but it's dug up by the Tommies. Olsen for Thompson. Dug up by Glauser. Set, and Kuntz will send it over on 3. Diving dig, saving it is Olsen. Schwabe with the roll shot. That's dug up by Trinity. Sheeler second touch. Maddie Wegleitner over. Hurst with the dig, set by Stevens. Myshak with the swing. Mary gets the dig. Then Glauser second touch, and free ball sent over by Sheeler. Back to the Tommy, set by Stevens. Olsen for the kill. Side out to the Tommies, much needed. We're tied at 22. For Chloe Huber back in, as is for Addie Sage. Sage will serve. Serve across, dug up by Glauser, set by Sheeler, hit over through the block. Tessier, dug up by the Tommies, set by Sage, hit across, dug up by Glauser, set by Sheeler. Over to Kuntz through the block. Tommies trying to save it, they can't do so. Olsen trying to save it, got a forearm on it, but it traveled underneath the net. Side out Trinity, 23-22. As timeout called by Coach Strand and the Tommies, a Bank North timeout, banknorth.bank. Set number 1, Trinity looking to take the first set. They lead 23-22 on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Out of the Bank North timeout, banknorth.bank. Dickinson Trinity has a 1-point lead, 23-22 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As Macy Wagleitner once again to serve, 5 service points this set, including an ace. Serve goes over, dug up by Hurst, set by Sage, hit across by Olsen, dug up. Olsen again this time, sent it down. Dig, kept floating to the net. Olsen was waiting for it, timed it perfectly, and sent it down. And we're all tied up at 23. Hurst will serve. Sends it across. Mary, set by Sheeler. Kuntz with the tip, blocked at the net. Gross, and point Thompson. They've got set point. Set point for the Tommies as now Trinity will take their second timeout, a Bank North timeout, yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Out of the Bank North timeout, Thompson with set point, 24-23, looking to take the first set here in this 5th place match. Kaya Hurst back to serve it across once again. Serve sent over, played there by Wagleitner and pushed across by Kuntz. Tommy's with it, set by Sage and Hubner, but it's blocked. Blocked at the front line. Christensen, Kuntz there for the block. We're tied at 24. Got to win by 2. Serve sent across to Schwab, set by Sage, hit across by Gross. That's dug up by Trinity and then pushed across. As Hubner with the swing, Olsen, but that's dug up and then free ball sent over by Christensen, but out of bounds. Point to the Tommies, 25-24. They've got set point again. Number 8, Kaylee Kurz will check in. She will serve for set point. Serve across, Maddie Wagleitner, set by Sheeler, pushed across by Kuntz, dug up, set by Sage, tipped by Schwab. Andy Schwab for the point. And the Thompson Tommies, they take set number 1, 26-24. Tommies get the first set victory. They led throughout much of the set. They took a 6-2 lead, kind of kept it in around that 4 or 5 point margin for a majority part of the set. They led by 5 at 21-16. Then 6 straight points were scored by Trinity to take a 22-21 lead. We were tied at 22. We were then tied at 23. Thompson got the side out to have set point at 24. Dickinson Trinity got the side out, tied up at 24, but the final 2 points of the set scored by the Thompson Tommies. They take it 26-24. They will take a 1-set-to-none advantage on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Online, dhb.bank. We'll take a break, come back with set number 2 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Look Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Set 2, Tommy's with a 1-0 lead. Tommy's with the lead. Abby Olson with 7 kills for Thompson in that set. Andy Schwab with 3. Chloe Hubner with 2. Finley Kuntz 3 kills to lead Dickinson Trinity in that category. So set number 2 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for joining us here from the Bismarck Event Center here on YLE. The 2025 State Volleyball Tournament, the first 3-class volleyball tournament here in the great state of North Dakota. Third year. This will be the third year of basketball 3 classes. First year that we have had now a third class in volleyball. As 3, Annabelle Sheeler with the serve. It goes to her, set by Sage, pushed across by Olson. Finds the back corner. Point Tommies. Olson will check out. Kaylee Kurz will check in. She'll serve for the Tommies. Serve goes across, played there by Wegleitner, set by Sheeler, hit over by Kuntz, but out of bounds. 2-0. Kuntz with the serve across, Kurz with the serve across once again. Set goes to Christensen, blocked. Schwab able to keep it alive, sends it back. Christensen again, this time dug up by Sage, and then free ball sent over by the Tommies. Back to Trinity. Kuntz with the swing, that's dug up. Hurst over to Schwab for the point. Andy Schwab with the roll shot, 3-0 Tommies. Serve goes across, Wegleitner, set by Sheeler, hit over by Schneider for the kill. Side out, first point of the set for Trinity. 1-3 they trail. Maddie Bren in, she'll serve for the Titans. Serve into the net, service there, point Thompson. 13, Vivian Myshak checking in. Serve goes into the net by Hubner. Point Trinity, 2-4. Serve goes across for Trinity. Myshak, second touch, hit over by Gross. That's dug up. Set and hit over by Schneider. Dug up by the Tommies. Myshak, set, second touch. Schwab over. Dug up by Trinity. Set by Sheeler. Hit over through the block attempt. Wegleitner, and misplay by the Tommies. It leads to a Trinity point. 3-4. So Kate Glauser gets her second service point. She'll serve it again. Dug up by her, set by Stevens, hit over, and the kill, Andy Schwab. as 9, Danica Gross will serve. Serve goes across. Glauser set by Sheeler. Tessier through a block and out of bounds. Point to Trinity, 4-5. Maya Marion, she'll serve. Serve over Hurst. Kurz, and then sent over by Stevens. Back to the Titans, set by Sheeler. That's dug up. Back to the Tommies, and Andy Schwab for the kill. 6-4. As Andy Schwab to serve, 6-4 the Tommies with the lead. As Wegleitner sends it across, set by Stevens, hit over by Schwabi, dug up by Trinity, set by Sheeler. Wegleitner through the block for the point. Maddie Wegleitner, her second kill. As Finley Kuntz checking back in. 5-6. Serve across by Hurst off of the net, and it's an ace. As Maddie Wegleitner gets her 6th service point, first ace. We're tied at 6. Serve goes across to Hurst, pinballs around, and Olsen able to get it across on 3. Set by Sheeler for Trinity, hit off a block attempt by Tessier, still at the net. It's loose. Schwabi with a dig, set Stevens. Myshak with the kill. 7-6. For Addie Sage in. She'll serve. 6, Chloe Hubner in. Sage with the serve across. That one's dug up. Mary set by Sheeler, hit across by Kuntz, dug up by the Tommies. Set by Sage and hit over by Hubner. Back to Trinity. Sheeler second touch, and Wegleitner from the attack line for the point. As now Macy Wegleitner will check in. She'll serve. 7-7. Serve across to Hurst, set by Sage, tipped over by Hubner, dug up by the Tommies. Set and blocked at the net, still with Trinity, and then Mary a free ball across. Schwab, set by Sage, tip over by Schwabi, dug up. Sheeler, and point to the Tommies. Maddie Wegleitner got the first touch. Sheeler was looking for the second one. Wegleitner kind of fell right into her, and so Dickinson Trinity back with him. Then a free ball sent over by Christensen. Back to Thompson, set by Sage. Swing, kill, Danica Gross. 9-7. Kai Hurst to serve. Serve just gets over the net, set by Sheeler, hit over by Christensen, dug up by Hurst, set by Schwab, and sent across by Hubner for the kill. 10-7. Hurst back to serve. Once again, set. Maddie Wegleitner set by Sheeler, and blocked. Swing was by Kuntz, but it was blocked by the front line. Olsen. Gross there for it, 11-7. Hurst to serve once again. Dug up. Macy Wegleitner set and out of bounds on the Christensen swing. It's 12-7. Kaya Hurst to serve again. Serve sent across, dug up by Mary, set by Sheeler, over to Kuntz, tipped at the net, kept alive by Olsen, set by Sage, hit over by Hubner, dug up by Trinity, and Maddie Wegleitner will send it over, punched by Hubner, and off of the block for the point. Hubner able to deflect it off of a block attempt. Went out of bounds for the point. So 13-7. 7 straight points. Christensen will tip it across back to Thompson, and Gross's swing was blocked by Christensen for the point. 8-13. And it's an ace serve for Trinity. As Annabelle Sheeler gets the ace. As Schneider also checking in at the rotation for Dickinson Trinity as Huber into the net. 10-13. Sheeler back-to-back service point, serves it across again, played there by Schwab, set by Sage, and into the net. Danica Gross with the swing, it's 11-13. Sheeler to serve it again. Serve sent across, played by Sage, hit over by Olsen. It's dug up by the Tommies. Back set Sheeler and blocked. Gross Olsen getting the block there for the Tommies. 14-11. As number 8, Kaylee Kurz will check in. Serve sent across, set Sheeler, and off the block on the swing attempt by Christensen. Stays with Trinity, but miscommunication. They let it drop. Point Tommies. 15-11. Kurz to serve again. Serve sent across, Myshak set, Christensen dug up. Hurst set by Sage over to Schwab for the kill. 16-11. As that will force a Trinity timeout, a Bank North timeout. We'll take it as well. YourLiveEvent.com. Tommies lead by 5 in the second.
At Hometown Credit Union, we believe banking should feel personal. That's why we take the time to know your name and your goals. From everyday banking to life's big milestones, we're with you. Whether you're buying your first home, growing your business, or planning for the future, we are here every step of the way. Hometown Credit Union. Your hometown, your people, your credit union.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Kurz with the serve from the Tommy out of the Bank North timeout, tipped by Schneider. Tommy's got a piece of it. Trinity able to send it back set by Sage. Schwab dug up by Trinity, set by Sheeler. Pushed across by Kuntz, dug up by the Tommies, set by Hubner, and swing, but looks like we'll get a net violation first on Andy Schwab. Point to Trinity, 12-16. Number 4, Maddie Bren checking in for Trinity. She will serve for the Titans. Serve across, Hurst, set by Sage, hit across by Hubner, dug up by Trinity, and hit across and through the block attempt for the point. Elizabeth Schneider, her second kill. 13-16. Wren with the serve across again. Bumped by Sage, and then free ball sent across. Sheeler for the Titans, set, and Wegleitner. That's blocked at the net, stays with Trinity. Sheeler this time. Christensen with the roll shot for the point. 14-16. Bren to serve it again. Hubner goes right back to Trinity for the point. Hubner just double forearm trying to keep it alive, and it went over the net right at that attack line for a point. 17-14. Vivian Myshak checking in. As Trinity will take a timeout, we'll take one as well. Bank North timeout, online banknorth.bank. Thompson leads by 3 here in the second set on yourliveevent.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Out of the Bank North timeout, taking a look at the big screen, what's going on in the main arena. Bismarck Century took the first set over West Fargo High. The Packers have a 3-0 lead and make that now a 3-1 lead here in the second set. And thanks for joining us here this now afternoon on yourliveevent.com. 5 games from the state tournament. And so number 1, Avery Fisher checking in. Looks like Sheeler getting a wrap on her wrist. So Avery Fisher will check in for Trinity. As Hubner with the serve across, that's dug up by Macy Wegleitner and tipped across. Jordan Tessier checking back in. 15-17. Kate Glauser with the serve across. Kurz tipped by Wegleitner. Free ball sent back by the Tommies. Glauser with the free ball back. Hurst set by Stevens. Swung across for the kill. Danica Gross there for Thompson. 18-15. Gross with the serve across. That one's dug up. Set by Fisher. Hit across by Tessier, blocked, and back. Wegleitner will send it over back to Thompson. Stevens and the kill for the Tommies. 19-15. Danica Gross with the serve across. Glauser set by Fisher, hit across off of a block attempt for the kill, Elizabeth Schneider. 16-19. Maya Mary back in. She'll serve. Mary the serve across, played there by Hurst, set by Stevens, and back set. This time in the jump was Myshak. Point to Trinity, 17-19. Mary with her first service point, serves it across again. Good job by Myshak keeping it alive off of a first touch by Kurz, and Hurst with the free ball over. Set by Fisher for Trinity, and Wegleitner off of a tip. Maddie Wegleitner, her 4th kill. Trinity within 1 at 18-19. Mary to serve across again. Service error point, Tommies. 20-18. Abby Olson back in as Schwab with the serve across. Wegleitner, but dug up by Hurst. And then free ball sent over by Stevens back to Trinity. Set by Fisher, tipped across. Tessier dug up. Stevens, tipped by Schwabe for the point. Jenna Schwabe with the kill, 21-18. Andy Schwab with the service point, and unable to return it is Trinity. It's 22-18. Annabelle Sheeler back in with wrist taped up. She's ready to return. Schwab with the serve across. Mary set by Sheeler. Wegleitner with the tip. Olsen with the dig set by Stevens. Back to Olsen through the block and down for the point. 23-18. Andy Schwab to serve it again. Serve sent across. Sheeler over on two. A dump for the kill and the point. Was inching close to the net. Sheeler decided to just keep it going that way. Flips it behind her and gets the point. 19-23. Maddie Wegleitner with the serve. Hurst with the dig set by Stevens. Olsen gets the line for the point. Abby Olsen. 24-19, set point. Hubner and Sage back in. Sage to serve for the Tommies. 24-19, Tommies looking to take the second set. Serve goes to Glauser, set by Sheeler. Tessier out of bounds. And point to the Tommies. 25-19, the Tommies take set number 2. They'll take a 2-0 advantage. We were tied at 6. We were tied at 7. Trinity actually had a 7-6 lead, and then Thompson reeled off 7 straight points, made it 13-7, and from there, Trinity would get a couple points, bring it to within 2 or 3. Then the Tommies would answer back to extend that lead out 5 or 6, and it kind of stayed that way the entire set. It was 13-11. It was 16-14, 19-15, 20-18. But then 6 of the final 7 points were scored by the Tommies to make it 25-19. They take a 2-0 advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com. Andy Schwab with 7 kills. Chloe Hubner with 4. Danica Gross with 2. Abby Olsen with 9. Vivian Myshak with 2. For Trinity, Maddie Wegleitner has 4. Elizabeth Schneider has 3, as does Finley Kuntz. 2 apiece for Celia Christensen and Jordan Tessier. It's our look at our stats here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, online at dhb.bank. Tommies have a 2-0 lead. Set number 3 when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
What was that? Is that Top Insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance, maybe?
I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe.
That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Set number 3, Tommy's looking for the sweep, looking to finish in 5th place here at the state volleyball tournament. And then end their season with back-to-back victories. Serve goes across, set by Sheeler, and through the block for the point, the opening kill by Finley Kuntz. Elizabeth Schneider checking back in for the Titans. As Sheeler with the serve across. Set, Gross, blocked at the net, kept alive by Olsen. Set by Sage, hit over by Hubner for her 5th kill. Tied at a point. Kaylee Kerrs checking back in for Thompson. Serve goes across, set by Sheeler, hit but blocked. Gross and Hubner there on the block, the front row. Point Tommies, 2-1. Kerrs to serve again. 4th service point, sends it over. Glauser set by Sheeler, and the set went too close to the net. Going into the net with Schneider, nowhere for her to put the ball. And out of bounds. Point Thompson, 3-1. As looking for a volleyball. Now we got one. So Kerrs with the serve again. Glauser with the dig, set by Sheeler, and through the block for the point. Finley Kuntz, kill 5. 2-3. As Maddie Bren in, she'll serve. Serve goes across, Kerrs bumped by Sage and into the net by Schwab. Point Trinity, tie us up at 3. Bren back to serve. Serve goes across, Kerrs bumped by Sage, hit over by Gross, dug up Glauser, set by Sheeler, tipped across by Christensen, dug up Sage, set Schwab with the tip. Still battle at the net, and they're able to not get it over. Schneider tried to send it over. That thing just went parallel to the net and eventually fell on their own side for the Tommy point. Myshak checking back in for Thompson as Huber with the serve across. Set Sheeler, and off the block for the point. Maddie Wegleitner with her 5th kill. And we're tied at 4. Stella Stevens back in for Thompson. Glauser with the serve for Trinity. Serve goes across, set by Stevens, hit across from the back row. Hurst. Sheeler with the set. Wegleitner, that's dug up, set by Stevens, hit across. Gross, dug up there by Sheeler. Bumped ahead, and Wegleitner into the net. Point Thompson. 5-4 the Tommies with the lead. As Danica Gross will serve. Wegleitner, and then free ball sent over back to the Tommies. Stevens set for Schwab, blocked at the net. Kerrs able to keep it alive. Back set Stevens. Myshak out of bounds. And we're tied at 5. Maya Mary checking back in. She'll serve. 2 service points for her. Serve goes across to her. Set by Stevens. Hit across by Schwab. Dug up Mary, able to keep it alive. Sheeler and Wegleitner for the kill. Trinity with the lead, 6-5. Serve into the net. Service air. Thompson ties it up at 6. Abby Olsen is back in for Thompson. As Schwab with the serve across. Set by Sheeler. Tip over by Tessier. Dug up by the Tommies. Stevens, and then head over by Schwab for the kill. Gets that back corner for the point. Tommies, 7-6 they lead. Served by Schwab, goes across. Mary set by Sheeler. Wegleitner, Olsen, Schwab, and then sent over by Myshak. Sheeler, second touch Bren, and then Sheeler over. Back to Thompson at the net. Olsen trying to send it over, couldn't do so. And we're tied at 7. 7-7. Finley Kuntz back in for Dickinson Trinity. Maddie Wegleitner to serve. It goes to Schwabe, bumped by Myshak, and Schwabe back again. Wegleitner set by Sheeler. Kuntz with the swing. That's dug up by Hurst. Set by Stevens. Olsen for the kill. Point to the Tommies, 8-7. Chloe Hubner back in. Addie Sage back in as well. She'll serve. Serve is across, set by Sheeler. Hit over, blocked at the net, and the point. Olsen there along with Gross for the point. 9-7. Sage to serve it again. Serve across, Mary, set by Sheeler. Dump back set over on 2 for the point. 8-9. Macy Wegleitner in to serve for Trinity. Serve across, Hurst set by Sage. Swing, Olsen out of bounds. And we're tied at 9. 9-9. Macy Wegleitner to serve it again. Sent across, let serve. Dug up there by Hubner and hit over by Olsen. Roll shot for the kill. Kaya Hurst to serve. Serve over. It's a misplay there by Wegleitner. It pinballs around, last touched, and then into the Trinity student section. Point Thompson. Hurst, her 8th service point, 11-9. Serve goes across, and then free ball sent over by Kuntz. Back to the Tommies, set by Sage. Tip over, and dig goes right back to the Tommies. Set, second time for Hubner, swings it across. That's dug up by Sheeler. Over on 2, Maddie Wegleitner. That's dug up, and then Schwab with a free ball across. Set by Sheeler. Christensen for the kill. Celia Christensen, 10-11. Trinity trails as Annabelle Sheeler will serve. Serve goes across, played there by Gross. Gross again, second touch. That one's dug up by Sheeler. Set goes to Elizabeth Schneider. That's dug up. Set over to Olsen. Dug up there by Maddie Wegleitner, and then free ball sent over. Back to Thompson, and down the line, Chloe Hubner with the swing and the kill. 12-10. Kaylee Kurz will check in. 12-10. Set Sheeler, swing goes out of bounds by Christensen. Wanted to touch, doesn't get the call. No, he does get the call, so 11-12. As Maddie Bren back in, she'll serve. Serve by Bren goes across. Her second touch, and then free ball sent over by Sage. Back to the Titans, set Sheeler, hit over Maddie Wegleitner, but that's dug up by Thompson, then pushed across by Schwab, dug up. Bumped by Bren, and then hit over by Schneider, dug up. Schwab over on 2 for the Tommies. Back to Trinity. Set Sheeler, swing. Christensen for the kill. Her 5th. We're tied at 12. For Maddie Bren will serve once again, and it's an ace serve. Trinity takes the lead, 13-12. Serve goes across for Bren once again, and then tipped across by Hubner for the point. 13-13, we're tied up now. Vivian Myshak back into the front row. As Hubner with the serve across, that's dug up, set by Sheeler. Schneider over on three. Dug up by Hubner, bumps into Hurst, but she's able to corral it, and then free ball sent over by Gross back to Trinity, and the tip, but out of bounds by Maddie Wegleitner. Point Thompson, 14-13. Hubner with the serve across once again. Macy Wegleitner set to Maddie Wegleitner, out of bounds. 15-13. 15-13. Hubner with the serve across again. Serve goes across. Macy Wegleitner, and the set drifts, goes out of bounds across the antenna on the outside. Point Tommy, 16-13. Hubner back to serve it once again. Sheeler second touch. Maddie Wegleitner, that one's dug up by Schwab. Back set Hubner, swung on Myshak. That one's dug up by Trinity. And Maddie Wegleitner will tip it across. Schwab, Hubner, then back to Schwab, dug up. Bumped ahead, and Maddie Wegleitner, that one's blocked by Gross, still stays alive, and then pushed across by Sheeler back to the Tommies. Set by Hubner, hit across by Gross, off the tape, stays with Trinity, and Schneider blocked at the net, able to keep it alive was Schwab, and then Myshak will send it over on three. Macy Wegleitner set and over to Maddie Wegleitner, dug up. Hubner and Schwab will push it across. Dug up Macy Wegleitner, Sheeler to Maddie Wegleitner for the kill. 14-16. Sella Stevens back in for Thompson. Jordan Tessier back in for Trinity as Glauser will serve. Serve goes across, set by Stevens. Myshak into the net. Point Tommies. Point Trinity. They're within one of the Tommies. Glauser with an ace. Her first ace. We're tied at 16. 16-16, Glauser to serve it again. Serve, Hurst set by Stevens and then pushed across by Schwab. That one's dug up. Glauser set, Sheeler tipped over by Tessier, dug up by the Tommies. Stevens, Gross with the swing, dug up. Set, and Maddie Wegleitner for the kill. That's number 8 for her. Trinity with a 1-point lead at 17-16. Glauser now with 5 service points, serves it across again. Hurst, second touch, Gross over on 3. That one's dug up by Glauser. Back set, Sheeler and Schneider for the kill. 18-16, 5 straight Trinity points, and that will force a Coach Strand timeout, a Bank North timeout, yourliveevent.com. Trinity leads by 2, trying to force a 4th set here from the state tournament in Bismarck.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Trinity leads by 2 out of the Bank North timeout, trying to force a 4th set. Taking a look at the big screen behind me, Bismarck Century took set number 2, so they've got a 2-0 lead over West Fargo in the AA third place matchup. Glauser with the serve across and out of bounds. Service error. 17-18. Back in is Jenna Schwabe. As the libero, Hurst is out. Danica Gross with the serve across. Glauser set by Sheeler. Tessier, that one's dug up. Set Myshak and then tipped over by Schwabe. Back to Trinity, set by Sheeler. Wegleitner for the kill. Maddie Wegleitner, kill number 9, 5th this set. Side out Trinity, 19-17. Maya Mary back in, she'll serve. Served by Mary, dug up Stevens and sent across by Schwab. Back to Trinity. Maddie Wegleitner will send it over, dug up by Schwab. Set back to Schwab for the kill. 18-19. Abby Olson back in for Thompson. Set by Schwab, goes across, and Maddie Wegleitner sends it right back. Olson over on 3. Dug up by Bren. Set Sheeler. Wegleitner out of bounds. And we're tied at 19. 19-19. Schwab back to serve it across again, and it's an ace serve. (20-19). Thompson Tommies will take the lead. That will force a Trinity timeout. Timeouts from Bank North. Online, banknorth.bank on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Out of the Bank North timeout here on yourliveevent.com. The Thompson Tommies looking to pick up the victory here in the 5th place match. They have a 1-point lead, 20-19 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As Andy Schwab still at the service line. 3 straight Tommy points, looking to lock up 5th here at the state tournament. Serve goes across. Mary Sheeler over on 2, but it went out of bounds. Sheeler tried the dump, flipping it behind her, but was out by a couple of inches. And Tommy's now with a 21-19 lead. Schwab with the serve across again. Bren set goes to Wegleitner for the kill. Maddie Wegleitner with 10. 20-21 on the side out. As Maddie Wegleitner will serve for Trinity, as that one is long. Service error. 22-20. Addie Sage and 6. Chloe Hubner both back in. Serve sent across Mary, bumped by Glauser and then tipped across by Kuntz to the Tommies. Set by Sage. Schwabe the swing. Glauser with the dig, set by Sheeler and then hit across by Tessier. That one's dug up. Sage with the set, tipped across by Olson for the point. 23-20. Tommy's 2 points away from locking this up. That will force a timeout, a Bank North timeout. We'll keep it here as the Thompson Tommies have a 2-0 lead. They picked up the first set victory 26-24. Second set 25-19. Taking a look, Century with a 5-2 lead in the 7th place match. This is the 3rd game that we've had for you today on yourliveevent.com. Earlier today, a 5-setter had the privilege of calling as Edgley Call Montpelier defeated our Redeemers in 5. Central Cass defeated South Prairie Max in 5 in the Division A 3rd place matchup. We have this one here, the Division A 5th place match, coming up here a little bit later on in a few hours here this afternoon, scheduled for 3 o'clock. Chase Miller will have the call. Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, and Langdon area Munich in the 3 o'clock Division B championship game. 5:30 I'll have the call. Mayport CG and Valley City for the Division A title. As Sage with the serve across, dug up by Mary, set by Sheeler, and then pushed over by Kuntz. Back to the Tommies, set by Sage. Hubner for the kill. 24-20, it's set and match point for the Tommies. Serve for Addie Sage, looking to lock it up here. Serve goes across, that's dug up by Mary, set by Sheeler. Over to Kuntz for the kill, not done yet. Her 6th kill. Macy Wegleitner back in, as is Celia Christensen. Macy Wegleitner will serve for Trinity. Serve goes across, set by Sage. Hubner, dug up there by Maddie Wegleitner, set by Sheeler. Kuntz with the swing for the kill. 22-24. As Macy Wegleitner, her 7th service point, serves it across again. Hurst set by Sage. Olsen tipped at the net, falls to the floor for the point. Abby Olsen gets the kill, and that will do it as the Thompson Tommies will finish in 5th. They are your 5th place finisher here in the Division A, as they take the 3-0 victory here tonight on yourliveevent.com. 26-24, 25-15, 25-22. Thompson Tommies came in as the number 5 seed. That is what they met. That is what they finished. They finish in 5th here from in the state tournament here from the Bismarck Event Center. They'll have a brief award ceremony. We'll get you our post game and more when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Brady Siebel's back with you here. It's time for some of our post-game awards. We'll start with our Agassi Precision Egg feature play of the game, as we'll give that Andy Schwab for the Thompson Tommies. Finished with 9 kills, 10 service points, 2 aces for her. She'll be your Agassi Precision Egg feature player of the game. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro, 701-636-2119, or visit them online at planterdoc.com. As they're doing the brief award ceremony here, announcing the individual players' names, as well as then also they'll then also have the team awards as well announced. Also, we'll get you our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Chloe Hubner for the Thompson Tommies. She finished with 9 kills, 8 service points for her for the Thompson Tommies to help lead the team to this 5th place finish. That's your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Online at enbridge.com. Life takes energy, energy for life, Enbridge. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. As we'll run down our final stats here today on yourliveevent.com. For Trinity, Katie Glauser with 5 service points and an ace. Annabelle Sheeler with 3 service points. Make that 4 service points, an ace and a kill. Maddie Bren with 3 service points and an ace. Maddie Wegleitner, 6 service points, 2 aces and 10 kills. Maya Mary with 2 points served. Jordan Tessier with 2 kills. Stella Christensen with 5 service points. Finley Kuntz with 6 kills. Stella Christensen had 5 kills. Macy Wegleitner with 7 service points and an ace. Elizabeth Schneider with 4 kills. For the Thompson Tommies, Kaya Hurst with 8 service points. Andy Schwab with 10 service points. 2 aces and 10 kills. Jenna Schwabe with 1 kill. Addie Sage with 3 service points. Chloe Hubner with 7 service points and 8 kills. Kylie Kurz with 5 service points. Danica Gross with 2 kills. Vivian Myshak with 2 kills. And Abby Olson with 12 kills. As that is your final stats here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break, wrap it up when we return, yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
yourliveevent.com here as we'll get our post-game reaction. So Chloe Hubner for the Thompson Tommies. And Chloe, first off, congratulations. Just a 5th place finish. Talk about how nice it is to, end this season here with back-to-back wins at the state tournament.
Yeah, we came here for a championship, and we definitely got one just on the other side of the bracket. But you know what? We did what we wanted to do. We came to play, and we played. I think that we played at a level that we could play at, so we're all pretty happy with ourselves.
Yeah, how proud of the fact that, like you mentioned, obviously you come here to win the ship, the disappointment. I know the game was not what you wanted against Valley City, but the fact that you were able then to regroup these last 2 games to pick up those victories here for the Tommies.
Yeah, that loss against Valley City, they're a really great team, and we didn't want that to stop us. We weren't done yet. We still had 2 games coming up, so we just wanted to use that momentum and just come back and win.
Yeah, absolutely. A senior for the Thompson Tommies. Just kind of talk about, what that means, the fact that, the emotions here this tournament, the last weekend, this is the last time wearing that Tommy uniform for the volleyball side.
Yeah, so this is actually my last sport here, so it was kind of a little bit emotional here in the locker room today, but we all just wanted to come out, have fun, play how we know how to play, and just support each other all the way through it.
Talk about, the relationships, the friendships, the teammates that you have, the fellow seniors, and then the younger ones as well that you're helping kind of bring along for the next time for the Tommy volleyball program.
Yeah, we go to a small school here, so we do still see each other every day in school, but it's just not quite the same as we do at practice every day and those bus rides. But I think these group of girls coming up, they have a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in the future.
And with that, if you just talk about, since it is your senior year, just kind of talk about the plans moving forward here for your next chapter of life coming up here in the next year or so.
Yeah, so after I graduate in the spring, I'm going to go to UND in Grand Forks, and I'm going to pursue speech-language pathology. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be fun.
All right, Chloe Hubner going to the right school in the state of North Dakota.
Yes.
As I said, I went to UND, graduated from them. But Chloe, congratulations on the victory here today.
Thank you so much.
All right, that is Chloe Hubner for the Thompson Tommies. All good. Thank you. As we'll wrap it up here on yourliveevent.com. So the Thompson Tommies pick up the 3-0 victory here on the 5th place match. Your finals are 26-24, 25-19, 25-22. The Thompson Tommies are your 5th place finisher in the Division A ranks. Taking a look at the other scores, Century and West Fargo are tied at 13. They're in set number 2, as we'll see if we can get the update in Division B here as well before we sign it off for this one. In B, in the 7th place match, Central McLean leads Surrey 2-1. They're in that 7th place matchup. So that will do it for here. Reminder, still 2 more games coming up on yourliveevent.com from the state tournament. Scheduled for a 3 o'clock start time, Chase Miller will have the Division B championship game. Medina Pingree Buchanan looking for their first state championship. Langdon Area Munich looking for the record-setting 6th state championship in program history. And then we'll have at 5:30, yours truly, I'll have the call for Mayport CG and Valley City. Valley City looking for the first state championship in their program history. Mayport looking for title number 4, first one since 2002. Thompson Tommies finished in 5th place. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks to the sponsor that you've seen and heard throughout this broadcast whenever possible. Please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. From the exhibition hall here at the Bismarck Event Center, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon from the 2025 State Volleyball Tournament.